Welcome folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. Check it out, check it out. Let me see if I can angle this. There we go. Look at this. Last little section of my little helpers. Yay! And it's just these colors. So, this is just a quick video. Well, as quick as can be with this. And then I'm gonna do a kit down video later. Yay! Sorry there have been no videos lately. Sorry, words. If you've been around long enough, you know. Words, me and words. Anyways. Yes, my depression has been kicking my butt lately. I'm still on the CPAP. That's working good. Except for last night. Well, I was up all night last night. So I didn't go to bed until like shortly after 8 this morning. And I only used the CPAP for like an hour or so because it just felt like I was tired. I was grumpy. It felt like gale force winds to my face. It was bad. For me, it was bad. Because there's a hose that a rubber hose that runs from the machine to a mask that you have on your face, and it's constantly blowing air at your face, basically, to the part of your face that's covered by the mask. So in my case, that's my nose. It just felt like it was too much air. And so so it was like, I was having difficulties with it, with breathing, and it was just cold against my face. And so I just got overly grumpy, and I just said screw it, and I took the mask off after having it on for around an hour and something. Yeah. So I got up shortly after 3 this afternoon, and I ended up calling the respiratory place where I got the machine, the CPAP from, and I talked to the dude there, and he said that he would lower the pressure. He said it was at 15. Well, this is the second time he's had to lower the pressure for me. But anyways, so that's done. So hopefully tonight I have a better night's sleep. And he said that, yeah, it's already been noticeably, my sleep has noticeably improved already. The number of incidences during the night while wearing the mask have greatly decreased, which is good. A lot of the time during the day, it's like I can still feel the mask on my face. Yeah, it's like I'm wearing a ghost mask. And it's just my face. It's just my skin getting used to the mask at night, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I've been powering through this the last couple of days, like powering through. If you've seen any of my previous videos working on this. Or if you haven't, go back and look. It's in my playlist. Anyways, I was doing like 2-inch wide by 4-inch long strips. Well, these last 2 rows have been like, well, the previous row up here was like actually 5 inches, 5 inches long by 2 inches wide. This strip, this one, I don't know what the length is. Let me pull out my ruler. Well, it's less than 5 inches. It's just over 4.5 inches long. But anyways, I had the 2-inch wide strips done, right, with the parchment paper. But each section I actually did larger than, like wider than 2 inches. Like I didn't measure. I just took some strips off, and I was using release papers and a couple of release papers, and I want to get some really pretty. I want to get some nice release papers. One of these days I will. One of these days. So, anyways, yeah. So I was powering through this last row yesterday and the day before. And so, yeah, because I really want to get this finished, because my friend in Colorado, she went to the post office last week to ship a package to me. And so I am, and she gave me the tracking code, so I'm keeping a close eye on it. It's still in the US. I think when I checked it yesterday, it said it was in Olney, Colorado. Yeah, so it's not here yet. If it's anything like the last package that she sent me, it'll say that it's in the US, and then the next day, oh yeah, you've got a package. You've got mail. So yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting, eagerly counting down the days until I get my car. Yay. Which is going to be next week. Yeah, I have to have a little chat with my boyfriend about that. But yeah, my ex said that it's ready to go. It's just a little grubby, is the word he used. So yeah, it's a little dirty on the inside, but that's okay. It's got good tires on it. They're cheap tires, but that's okay. They'll do until winter, and then we get some winter tires. Yeah. And then we can get winter tires. He said the heat and the AC work, and it does have a CD player, which is awesome. I don't know if he actually checked to see if it works, but that's okay. So anyways, yesterday I got some pretty big news, exciting news. I woke up shortly after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon to a couple of messages from my boyfriend, and he's like, how would you feel about going in on buying a house together? I'm like, well, definitely, because he's mentioned it a couple of times before, and I had told him before that I wish I could afford to help. That I would help if I could afford it, I would help. But I wasn't sure if he remembered, but he's got a pretty good memory. So yeah, he asked me And then he gave me the address of this house that he's looking at. It's got an unfinished basement, which is fine. But it's got 3 bedrooms upstairs. It's got a bedroom downstairs. It's got 1 bathroom upstairs. And in the bathroom upstairs is also a washer and dryer. It's very big and spacious upstairs. The bedrooms look to be a nice size. Downstairs would be like downstairs. There's already there's a bedroom. We could do, and it's like I said, it's unfinished. So so we would have, like, if we got this house, if we were able to get this particular house, we would have to finish the ceiling, finish the walls, put up some walls, put appliances and cupboards and stuff like that. And also put in, like, for, like, do the kitchen and bathroom, and yeah. And I would love to have, like, a spare room downstairs for, like, an office / yeah, for an office basically. And so Wolfie would be upstairs. My daughter Wolfie would be upstairs. She'd have her own room upstairs. And then also upstairs would be his mom and stepdad. And then the third room would be like a guest room, because she has, like, her grandkids. They're a very social family. They're also a fairly big family. So this way, I'm pretty sure she babysits her grandkids at times, so her grandkids could come and stay over in the guest room. And yeah, it's pretty open and spacious, and there's a patio out back, a nice sized backyard. There's a big tree in the backyard. We could look at a tree house for the kids, not our kids, but like his nephews and nieces, yeah, and cousins. Like I said, big family. There are pictures on the real estate website, and shows a big pool in the backyard, and a fire pit, and a tire swing hanging from the tree. And just the way that the tree is, yeah, you could definitely easily build a tree fort. And yeah, my boyfriend, like, he always wanted to be a dad, wanted to have kids of his own, but it never happened. Yeah, never happened, unfortunately, which sucks, because I feel that he would have been a great dad. He's great as an uncle. He's an uncle to, like, his cousin's kids. He's got this one cousin. When I lived with him before, when he owned his own mobile home, and in this mobile home park, and his one cousin still lives in the same mobile home park and has 3 kids. I can't remember if I think it's 2 boys and a girl that he's got, but yeah, he used to, oh, those kids used to love it when he would come over and visit. Yeah. And yeah, when he was younger, he used to babysit. Like, he's got an older half brother, fairly older half brother. And cousins. And yeah, he used to babysit when he was younger, in his early 20s. Like, we first met when I was 20, before I turned 21. Or, no, wait. I was 19 because it was before Wolfie turned a year that he and I first met. Yeah. And he's always been very easygoing, laid back, cool, calm, collected. Around me, anyways. He's told me a few times that he does have a short temper. Yeah. I personally have never seen it, but he told me of the only incident that he ever told me that I can recall that he's told me. I would have to really sit and think about it to see if I can remember another incident that he may have told me about, but I can't. Anyways, the one incident that I remember him telling me about was how he lost his business and his mobile home. He was driving one of his trucks, and a guy in a car cut him off, and road rage ensued. The guy got out of the car and was threatening him and yelling at him and calling him all kinds of names, and apparently he didn't go into great detail, but he told me that, like, yeah, the two of them ended up yelling at each other a bit, and then he went and grabbed a pipe or something from the truck. And he really wanted the guy to hurt him, like beat him up or whatever. Because it was actually at a low point in his life that he just didn't really care. And, well, with the company that he had a contract with, that he did deliveries for, when they got caught wind of this particular incident, they're like, yeah, we can't really use your services anymore. Yeah, we're gonna go with someone else, basically. But in a nicer way. They basically, yeah, because of his anger issues. Yeah, so, yeah, he lost the contract for that. So then he had, so then he owned these two trucks and had no way of paying them off, as well as paying his one employee that he had that drove the other truck. So he had to give up his business, lay off his one and only employee, and had to find a job. In the meantime, he had no money to cover the mortgage payments for his place, so he ended up losing his home, his mobile home. It would have cost way too much money to fix it up in order to be able to try to sell it, so he just handed the keys over to the bank and walked away from it, packed up his stuff, and moved into his mom's basement until she moved into a smaller place. And then he moved from her place to his dad's basement, where he's been ever since. And he's been gradually paying off the loans from the bank for the purchases of the trucks. Yeah. And he sold off both trucks. And yeah, I think he's just finishing paying off the bank, or I don't know. But yeah, he's been really wanting to get out of his dad's basement because his dad's an old grump. Yeah, quite set in his ways. It's frustrating for him. And stressful. I understand that. He's been working his butt off for yeah, a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago now. He ended up with a second job for a while to help pay off what he owed the bank. Yeah. So I think he's finally managed to finish paying off the bank. Yep. So now he'll be able to look at buying a house. And with the cost of rent, it's just too, like, yeah, there's no way that we could afford to rent a place together. No. We'd be able to afford to rent a room in someone's house because of the cost of rent nowadays. And yeah, no. That's no. So instead, yeah, and this is something that Wolfie and I had actually talked about doing, about saving up, like, not between $900 and $1,000 a month for the next 2 years, and then you help him with that as a down payment to go towards the down payment of a house. Well, this particular house that he is looking at, that he shared with me, it's like $489,000 to buy. It's almost $100,000 down as a down payment at 20%. Yeah. So it's exciting. Yep, it's very exciting because that house does have that house has lots of potential, and yeah, I am done. Yay! I am finished. Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm going to put this drill in here. These are all, yeah. When this jar is full, I will dump them into a baggie to send to Clint from Crafting with Love. Another reason I'm looking forward to getting my car next week is I'll be able to, it'll be easier for me to drive to and from the post office and also go shopping. And yeah, oh, there's a drill. Any stray drills like this, I don't try to figure out which, they go in here. Yeah, they go in here. So I am all finished, and unfortunately it is so big that I cannot show the whole entire thing in this way, but it's finished. Now I use these hair clips to help keep it rolled up because it's so big. I roll it up, and I can now take these clips off. Yay! Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna do a pan over in another video. I'm gonna do a short pan over short, because one of these days I'll get around to learning how to edit and combine videos and cut, copy, paste kind of stuff. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.